Just to finish on the Girona game on Wednesday, as you said, you were at open training today. You've mentioned Havertz was out there, which is a relief to Arsenal fans. Anything else you learned from there?
Yeah, well, Odegaard's back. He obviously missed the game against Wolves. He travelled up with the squad, but was sent home on the day of the game because he was really ill. Anyone who's had a kid recently, or anyone who's had a kid, will know that there is like biological warfare in your house when you have a new baby, and he's certainly suffering from that because he's gone down with illness twice in a matter of weeks now. But he was back today, which is good, and so you imagine he'll be travelling. Marino, who also missed out with injury at the weekend, he was back training. So yeah, that's a boost. The fact that Havertz, Odegaard, and Marino all trained. There was no Ben White and no Tomiyasu though. I was kind of hoping Ben White might be there when I was making my way to the ground, to the training ground today, because he's very close, from what I understand, like very, very close to join him in with the squad again. And so, yeah, I was kind of hoping he might be involved in this one, but it's obviously come a little bit too soon for him. But I don't think we'll have to wait too long, barring any very late setbacks, which, touch wood, don't happen with Ben White. He'll be back in with the squad, and that'd be a massive boost. But yeah, not for Girona.
And I know you've only got a short glimpse, and by the sounds of things, from a very long way away. But any clues about who might make the journey to Girona? It strikes me, you touched on it with Havertz, but it strikes me as a game where you rest as many people as you can, really, in the situation. Obviously, that's limited by the injury situation, how many players you've got to come in. But as you say, Arsenal pretty much already through. Girona can't go through. This strikes me as a really good chance to rest a lot of players. So can you see Arteta taking or giving a chance to a lot of those second string players?
I think the amount of times I turned up to games thinking Mikel was going to rotate and not show a strong hand, and be totally surprised when I see the team selection. So it's hard to say, but I think he will rotate. He has to rotate. He'll still want to win this game, and obviously where you finish in the table does play a part in terms of who you're going to get after the playoff games. So there is still something on it for Arsenal, but I mean, you have to, when you've got Man City coming up this weekend, and then you've got the Cup semi-final after that. Players like, for me anyway, Havertz should not be, even if he makes a trip, he should not be playing in this game. Have him on the bench. Just, you got Nathan Butler-Oyedeji, made his debut the other day. He is the only other striker Arsenal already have right now. But what better chance to give him his full debut, probably before he leaves in the summer when he's out of contract, to be honest. But give him his chance. He's been at the club for a long, long time. Let him have a start in the Champions League, and just give the time off for Kai Havertz. It's the perfect opportunity to do that. I would not be letting Duran Timber anywhere near this game either. He needs to have a bit of a break. He got kicked all over the place against Wolves, and has been, had to play so many minutes recently because of the lack of other right back options. So those two especially, I would not have. Sterling, get him in the team somewhere. Probably Marino, as he sat out the game in midweek. Jakub Kivior, those sort of players. Tierney. It's a real opportunity for Arteta. Even Neto, we haven't seen him make his debut yet for Arsenal in goal. This is the best opportunity just to let David Raya sit on the bench for 90 minutes and let Neto make his debut. So those are the changes I'd certainly be making for this game.